What is it with this place? It's like living inside an easy bake oven. I mean, look out that window. It's like a soulless, radioactive George O'Keeffe hellscape out there, crawling with coral snakes and scorpions. And so you ask, why? Why? If that's how I feel, why do I live here? Why?
GTA 6.
Beautiful place. So I've heard. I would love to go there, but let's face it, that's never going to happen. None of us is ever leaving this godforsaken wasteland.
I'm gonna try to shoot that bugger's file. He's oh! Reset! Reset! I killed him, guys. I killed the pilot, and he shot a rocket at me anyways.
You know, Gypsy? I'm sure you did.
Listen, before you watch this video, I just want to get it out the way. I know most of you probably clicked on this title and thumbnail and seen it and said, oh, there's just another one of those videos where nostalgia blinds people and the old stuff is better than the new stuff only because it's old. Like GTA 4 is better than GTA 5. And when GTA 6 comes out, people are going to be saying that GTA 5 was better than GTA 6.
Boss man, fuck the world or whatever his name is.
You like that? Huh? You like that? Wah! It's just the way it goes. Old is always better than new because nostalgia blinds people, and I can see why, but that is not, I repeat, that is not what this video is about. This video is not going over how the GT Online 2013 is better than GT Online in 2020 because trust me, it is not.
That's a stupid decision that can only be made by a stupid idiot.
And it was an unofficial beta, and it was bare bones basic, and I admit, GT Online is way better now than it ever was back then, but it's also unrecognizable. Where you look at the game now and it's like you're in, it's not fucking about the concrete jungle anymore. It's like Grand Theft Auto Vietnam War. Here's an Oppressor Mark II and a flying car and a flying bike and all these jets and homing missiles and lock-on rocket launchers. Have fun. It's basically a war zone. It's like if America went under war. And that's one reason why I don't enjoy this game that much anymore, because it's just so unrealistic and it seems like they copy Saints Row so much. And all the alien stuff they've been adding to the game, I mean, I really don't think I have to explain this to you guys. If you played the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I logged into GT Online the other day and I came to a realization. The only people that play this game anymore are either griefers or grinders. No one just hangs out in free mode and has fun anymore. You don't see car meets or people just trying to make their own fun. It's either about people's KD ratio or their bank account. And I thought to myself, is this really what GT Online has become? And it has. It fucking has. And who's to blame? Yeah, alright, you all knew it was Rockstar. Come on. Watch your jet! Every update has more armored vehicles than regular vehicles. The game promotes griefing by giving you all these tools and literally instructing you to destroy other players' cargo for a measly 2K. Don't believe me? Explain the orbital cannon. How is that not a griefing tool? And of course, Rockstar is actively monetizing like everything else in this game. At $750,000 a shot and a $900,000 purchase price, they made sure that this would only be used by people with more money than sense, or at least more credit limit than sense, or glitchers and hackers. Because trust me, anyone that grinds this game and plays like a second job in order to be able to afford any of the new vehicles that comes out will not spend $800,000 a shot to kill someone. Which is so funny because hackers used to use the orbital cannon as a griefing tool, where they just click on a name and they blow them up. You know, you used to get banned for shit like that, but now Rockstar decided, fuck it, if we can't stop the hackers in the game, let's just add it to the game and just fucking monetize it. So I guess us regular players stuck in the maze that is the grind just have to deal with shit like this. I mean, do you remember when GT Online wasn't a Vietnam War simulator with the Saints Row skin pack? Do you guys remember 2015? Do you remember the heist update? The $10 million payout for the Criminal Mastermind Challenge? Remember how good and fun the game was back then? Well, the game got grindier. The price of new editions inflated by over 500% as of 2018. Rockstar's design philosophy went from making a fun game to making a grindy game, because by making a grindy game, new players or players with very limited time are forced to buy shark cards in order to keep up with the rest of the players. And they aren't cheap either. 100 real-life dollars would get you a measly 8 million GTA dollars.
Faggot shit.
Now you might be saying, Gypsy, $8 million, that sounds like a lot of money. Keep in mind that new toys added to the game, like the Vigilante, the Deluxo, the Scramjet, just to name a few, cost upwards of $4 million. That means if you want to buy these right out with a microtransaction, that'll cost you $50 worth of shark cards. Could you imagine any other game adding multiple vehicles that will cost $50 each if you want to use microtransactions to buy them? People would go mad. It would be on the front page of Reddit. The company would get backlash you couldn't imagine. But not this game, because you can buy these vehicles without spending real money. But of course, it's not going to be easy. Every business that can be purchased has cooldowns and time limits to make sure you're not making too much money too quickly. But MC businesses are passive income, although you do have to constantly resupply it, otherwise your business stops producing product. You also have the option to purchase or steal supplies for your business. It's always better to steal supplies because the missions are short and easy. Resupply missions are long and boring, usually only giving a player 1 or 2 bars out of 6 for each mission, which the missions take upwards of 5 to 10 minutes each, meaning that it might take you 30 minutes to an hour to resupply one single business. So most people just buy supplies instead of resupplying because it takes too long, which eats into profits, of course, meaning that you make less money than before. And when you finally do sell a full business, you usually get 4 very slow vehicles like the fucking piece of shit cocksucker. I cannot stand this mission. Whoever at Rockstar thought that this was a great idea, that I literally want to play this game as a second job, as a postman, fuck off. Who thought this was a good idea? And then there's a trash one too. You want us to be trashmen and postmen. And did I mention that these slow-ass vehicles, you have to go to make 5 different deliveries across the entire map? You'll have to drive from like Paleto Bay or Sandy Shores, depending on where your business is, all the way to Los Santos, and drive through the hills and through town and back and make all these deliveries, because there's 5 deliveries for each vehicle, meaning 20 deliveries in total, and a vehicle that's top speed is like 50 miles an hour. And all of that while the entire lobby has a bullseye on your back to come kill you. And that makes it way easier to die because they have things like Oppressor Mark IIs and Deluxos and all these flying cars and the bullshit. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty fucking stupid design decision to make us drive these slow-ass vehicles. There was an easier sell mission where the product would just be in a duffel bag on your back. When you walk outside of your cocaine factory or whatever you're selling, you could drive whatever and just fly to one single location, drop off the duffel bag, and you're done. The sell missions would take like 5 or 10 minutes. What happened to this mission? How come we don't get this mission anymore when we sell? Well, it's just been completely removed for unexplained reasons by Rockstar, never to be added back. The reason why all these sell missions for any business, whether it's Bikers MC, Special Cargo, or Air Freight Cargo, and Bunker Cargo, are so difficult is because they were designed to be played with 4 players. Of course, nobody actually has 3 friends willing to help them source cargo for hours on end and then sell, because your friends don't get paid shit for helping you. So it gives them no incentive to help someone else source cargo, and they can just source their own cargo. They don't pay associates shit for doing it. So no one does it, which means everyone is left to their own devices to source their warehouses and sell them. But don't worry, because there was actually a fix to this that players used for a while. Players learned that when the Avenger came out, you could actually use a glitch in the game, you'd call it, and you'd actually be able to carry 3 crates at one time and store them in your Avenger, then just fly to the warehouse. You know, making a mission that would take 20 minutes about 5 or 10 minutes, because of course you're only allowed to pick up 1 crate at a time for some unknown reason. But guess what? Rockstar patched that. You're no longer allowed to do that. Of course, they couldn't patch the broken Titan Cell mission that's been in the game since the DLC comes out, but they patched the Avenger, you know, because people are carrying 3 crates at a time. Here's some other changes Rockstar made to make sure you don't make too much money. Remember the armored trucks that would pay $5,000 to $10,000 that would spawn every 20 minutes in free mode? They removed them entirely. Remember when you were able to bet up to $10,000 on a race or a deathmatch? Well, they limited that system to $1,000. Import-export vehicles explode if Rockstar's shitty servers lag you out of a session for no reason, which happens a lot. Cars are scripted to swerve into your lane for no reason other than to damage your import-export vehicle, making you lose money.
Yeah, stop the bike. I'm coming out and cutting in front of you. Oh, he's ramming me. Oh, no, he's coming out anyway. See how desperate he is to get you? Oh, he was desperate to hit you, Gotha.
Missions in adversary mode just don't give the max payout anymore until the game passes a certain time threshold. Daily challenges that used to pay $250,000 for completing a race have just been removed entirely. You're no longer able to access personal vehicles during the Pacific Standard finale, meaning you can't use the Armored Kuruma during the finale. You know, the vehicle that was created for heists? Yeah, you're not allowed to use it. Oh, also recently in the casino heist, they blocked off some exits and added more police. And probably the most petty one of them all, removing the replay button on contact mission. What kind of evil company would do something as petty as removing the replay button? Almost every game I know has a replay button for missions. But contact mission in GTA, nah, fuck you. You're not allowed to do that anymore. You want to replay a mission, you have to wait for the 5-minute long cloud loading screen to get you back into a session because our servers are shitting really slow, and then host it again through the pause menu, scrolling through the millions of missions we've added over the years, because we never decided to update our menus and make it easier to find missions. And then host the mission again, and then invite your friends. Then your friends have to go through 2 to 3 minute long cloud loading screens just to join the lobby because, again, our servers are shit. And then you can start your mission. All that was avoided at one point by just having a replay button, but fuck you, we're removing it because guess what? You might save too much time. This game might not suck as much time as possible. So I ask again, what kind of company would do something as petty as removing a replay button? The same company that would make these design choices that just scream, please, please buy a shark card, please spend your money on our game. The Doomsday Heist has pointless prep jobs that have been recycled from previous DLCs that you must do before you can do the setup jobs. But what makes you say they're pointless, Gypsy? Well, because they can be skipped for a hefty fee, of course. Yeah, have fun spending $300,000 to $400,000 to skip the prep jobs just so you can do the setup job, so you can do the actual job, which is the finale. The casino heist as well has very annoying prep missions that you have to complete over and over again if you want to replay the heist. Why do I have to keep stealing power drills if I've already done it before? Does Lester just throw away perfectly good drills even though he plans on robbing the casino again? Same thing with the weapons. If the weapons were stolen and have no serial numbers on them, why do we need to get rid of them? Why do we have to steal them again? Just use the ones you used last week to rob the casino. But don't worry, most of these prep jobs can also be skipped for a very hefty price. Do you guys remember when they tried to charge players $6 million for a jet that's been free in the game since launch day? Because I do. Oh, and what about those paywalls? What's a paywall, you might ask? It's kind of like a Costco membership. You have to pay for a membership before you're allowed to go in the store and then pay for your groceries. It's the same thing in gun running. Take a look at this very cool overpowered flying rocket bike that you needed at the time in order to keep up with everyone else in the game. It costed $3.5 million, so you buy it, but then you realize it doesn't come with the one thing that actually makes it useful, the rockets. So you take your bike over to Los Santos Customs and BAM! You need an MOC to customize it. So you try to buy an MOC for $1.5 million, only to realize that you have to own a bunker before you can buy an MOC. So you spend $2 million on a bunker. Right. So now you're in $7 million. $7 million? Well, that's almost a Megalodon shark card. So you take your very expensive presser and drive it into your very expensive MOC, and guess what? The MOC doesn't come with a vehicle workshop. You have to pay extra. How much extra? Almost $1 million. So you pay another $1 million for a vehicle workshop. Now we're in an entire $100 Megalodon shark card by the time you actually get to customize this stupid bike. And what's that? The rockets are locked to research? Well, what's research?
I'm trying to mine my way down to this little mine here, because there's a door and I don't know where the door goes and I want to find out. So I set my M's to mining. And look at this! Look at how long it mines! It takes to fucking mine! Alright, this was only 4 hours here, but 24 hours? 24 hours to mine something? And I'm like, okay, I'll bypass that, because that's ridiculous. It takes 247 gems! That's like $2.50 worth of gems! Holy shit! Hey, what the fuck?
Well, that's basically what research is in GTA. You don't get to choose what you want to research either, so you're at the grace of Rockstar's RNG. Oh, and of course you have to constantly resupply the bunker like a business in order to actually do research, so most people just pay out the ass to skip it. Newer weaponized vehicles also require a mobile operations center, a terabyte, or an Avenger to customize. But that's not really so bad for veteran players, because most veteran players already have all of this equipment. But what about new players? Being a new player in GTA Online is awful. Don't get me wrong, Playing contact jobs without having access to overpowered vehicles that make a joke of the missions are kind of fun actually, but good luck getting anyone to play with you if there isn't a double cash event going on, because nobody plays contact jobs anymore. They're just not worth your time. And don't even think about trying to make money in free mode, because it ain't happening, chief. Here I was on a brand new rank 1 character with barely any money, playing Sightseer in a stolen police helicopter because I literally don't own anything else besides an elegy, and everything was going fine until this bastard decided to fly across the entire map in his Oppressor Mark II just to fuck my mission up and then run away. So I decided to go to the army base and steal a jet for free, Rockstar. Yes, for free. And after dying to a rank 16, he was pretty mad. So him and his 2 other friends decided that I was going to be their target until one of us left the game. So we fighted, and they took a lot of L's from a rank 16. And once they seen that they can't out-aim a level 16, they realized there was only one way they could really win this battle. The battle that they started for no reason. And of course, as a new player, I couldn't defend myself. Now remember, I was just trying to make money to buy an apartment, and I ended up getting into an unbeatable fight with 3 assholes on Oppressor MK2s and all other types of overpowered bullshit. And this is what the GTA Online experience is like for new players. Enjoy dying over and over again to some asshole, not because he's better than you and has more skill than you or can aim better than you, but because he has more money than you. So anytime you try to get ahead in this life that is GTA Online, the man's gonna try to get you down. You know why? Because the man will always get you down if you let him. That's why we have people hacking and glitching money in this game. And honestly, do you blame them? And they can't even get into other people's heists or missions and try to rank up and make money that way, because as soon as a host sees someone with below rank 50 join, they instantly kick them out of the job because they don't want to deal with it. It's a shitty situation all around for new players. So Rockstar sees this problem that they have now created for new players, so what do you think they would do? Maybe give players like $1 million to start off with? Or maybe make the prices of stuff cheaper now that they've been out for like 2 or 3 years? Well, of course not. They decided to sell a GTA Online starter pack meme. And you know the best part? Everything in this pack is useless. It is the worst of everything in the game. Your bunker is in Paleto Bay. Your MC business has no upgrades. And none of the vehicles that you get are armored or weaponized. They're not even fast for that matter. And you get probably the saddest weapon loadout I've ever seen. So what's the community's advice for new players? The most common one I've seen is to purposely lag your own internet connection just so you can get into a solo public session and try to make money in peace. Rockstar Games have single-handedly created an entire subsection of the player base that purposely goes into solo public lobby. But wait, playing a game alone? Well, that's just single player now, isn't it? Nice job, retards. You literally made the whole point of your online component pointless. Thanks for watching.